Okay, for today's lesson, we're going to need to recall a little bit about finding area of a square, but also some basics with taking a square root and using it to solve a very simple equation. Okay, so one of the things that we need to know is that when we have a square and we want to find the area of a square, my students will often tell me that the area of a square is length times width. And while overall that is a true statement, it's important to understand that every side of a square is equal, which means the length and width aren't different values. And so what we're really doing is taking a side times a side. And since these are the same, we can say the area of a square is equal to side squared. Okay, there's another piece that we should also be able to do, and that is solve very basic simple equations that have exponents of 2. We should recognize that the inverse of addition is subtraction, the inverse of multiplication is division, and the inverse of an exponent of 2 is a square root. Which means if we want to solve something that says x squared equals a number, we can undo this exponent of 2 by square rooting each side. Now, one of the things we have to be really careful of is that while this exponent of 2 and this square root cancel each other out, since we added the square root on our own, there are 2 values that will multiply and give us a positive 49. And so we say that the square root of 49 is plus and minus 7. That means 2 answers of positive 7 and negative 7, because positive 7 times positive 7 is positive 49, and negative 7 times negative 7 is positive 49. Now make sure we recognize the difference here. If you're given a problem that just says the square root of 49, the square root is already written there. By definition, we only include the positive answer. Okay, but if we have a problem where the square root is not written, right? There is no square root in this problem, and we write the square root ourselves, then our answer will be plus and minus 7. Okay, we also need to know how to find the perimeter of a figure, right? If we want to find the perimeter of a figure, that means that we're going to add up all the sides. Okay, so if I know that this is 7 and this is 2, to find the perimeter of this rectangle, I would have to add 7 plus 2 plus 7 plus 2. So 14, 16, 18. Okay, if this was talking about feet, perimeter always has a single label, and so our answer would be 18 feet.